Alright, and welcome here to Starladder Season 11. I am EGAD. I'm going to be casting this game for you today. It's going to be a good match here between Complexity and PaiN Gaming, the Brazilian team, coming on through. Having a better time as of late, and Complexity suffering just a bit. They have a stand-in in Wagamama, or Waga Gaming, whatever you want to call him, but he'll be playing the mid lane for them. Meander's kind of wandered off towards support or filling in whatever they want to play with him. Either way, two bans coming on out pretty fast from pretty much both sides. So we're gonna hop into this. I almost forgot. I was up late doing the I-League casting, so we just made it back in time for this match. So better late than never. It will be good for this match. We have one more matchup after this as well. I believe these are the best of threes. Yeah, these should be the best of threes now. It's going to be Cole versus PaiN, and then we're going to have PaiN. Oh, these are the best of ones, excuse me. This is going to be Cole versus PaiN, and then PaiN versus Wheel. Okay, so yeah, we're good. We're all in order now. almost was thrown for a loop for a quick second, but we're good to go. So the bans were out. It's going to be the ET, the Elder Titan, and the Brewmaster taken away from Complexity. So no surprise there. Brewmaster has been really, really highly contested as of late. The Chinese scene especially have been just kind of first banning him out, and if they do not see the ban come through, it's just a first pick. And from the side of Complexity Gaming, we're going to see the Vengeful Spirit and Tidehunter ban. And Tidehunter, pretty obvious why they banned him out. Just something that is a huge initiation tool, really tanky, almost impossible to kill in your off-lane role. I'm sure Limp would love to play Tidehunter, but you just got to kind of take it away. The Vengeful Spirit gets banned out too, just kind of a high priority. The Wave of Terror, pretty strong. On-click stun as well as the swap, just for repositioning tools, just make her really just a top priority for the bans, at least from the supporting side, which is pretty nice. Complexity Gaming will pick up the Ogre Magi for that supportive role, so we'll see. More than likely either Z-Freak or Moomiander on that one. But PaiN, they go for a weird first pick. They go straight up for the Keeper of the Light, which to me is really interesting. I don't know what the hell PaiN Gaming are going to do with that pick. A lot of great wave clear comes out though. He's got the extra mana regeneration. And when he's put up in the ultimate, he's able to illuminate, give the dodge chance with the blind, or the miss chance with the blind, excuse me, as well as teleport allies to him. Which is really good. Don't get me wrong, global positioning is really important for Keeper of the Light. Or Coddle. I'm probably going to call him Coddle this game, but I mean, we haven't seen much of him as of late. Like, he's kind of really just disappeared. I'm sure Coddle Guy would love to cast this game because there's a Keeper of the Light in this game, and I would love to hear him cast it, but unfortunately, he's not here. So, they're going to pair it up with an Ember Spirit. This will be most likely the mid-Ember Spirit for PaiN. Puck will be picked up for Complexity side. We'll see that for Swindle Melons. Or it could be offlane. Actually, offlane wouldn't be too bad either. And Swindle's not playing mid. Wog is going to be playing mid. Unless they're doing some weird kind of like EG thing where everybody can play every role. Which would be pretty nice to see. Don't get me wrong. Zeus is going to be banned away from PaiN Gaming, as well as the Skywrath Mage and Medusa to follow suit. Medusa with the Keeper of the Light pretty much guarantees that she would never run out of mana. She would also be able to just keep throwing out Mystic Snake. She wouldn't run out of mana from her gaze. And interesting ban, gotta say. The Skywrath Mage is pretty familiar to me, at least, as he's been a top tier support pick as well. Surprisingly enough, he wasn't first drafted in, and I would expect that the Skywrath Mage would be a top priority over the Keeper of the Light, but by all means, PaiN Gaming, you do you, man. I'm excited for this. Coddle as well, able to give mana to the Earthshaker, so more fissures to come out, and a lot less worrying for him on managing his mana, at least early on. The Storm Spirit gets banned out too, a huge initiation tool that would be pretty dangerous for the Coddle. Coddle does suffer from getting jumped on instantaneously and has a relatively low health base pool, so I'm interested. I'm really surprised at where the hell they're going to put this Coddle. Could it be offlane Coddle where he just sits back, just charges up and mows down the waves? I would be really surprised. This is, wow, what the hell is gonna go on with these lanes? I mean, if it's a Coddle and an Earthshaker, that's fine too. Just block him off with a Fissure Channel and should be able to just blow somebody up. And if they pair it with a good stunning carrier, like maybe a Sven, wouldn't be too bad. Sven also suffers from mana problems that Coddle can easily fix. So this is turning out to be an exciting draft, at least. But the Faceless Void slips on through. Complexity are going to snag that one up. It was kind of a first ban all this morning from the I-League matches. So that's pretty good. Chronosphere, obviously a great spell, great ultimate. Pairing that up with the Dream Coil, and Bloodlust too late game is going to make that Faceless Void such a menace to deal with. If he goes Midas and just keeps on farming for late, I wouldn't be surprised if he went Midas and they went really greedy with this. But it depends on how his tri-lane goes, depends on how much he farms and how well he farms. It also could be Limp's off-lane Void, but I'm expecting that to be a safe lane Void for Moon. Or, I'm still not sure what Complexity is looking to do with their lineup too. Like, everybody can play everybody. I'm expecting Swindle to be like mid lane. I'm expecting Waga to be mid lane too, but I don't know what's going on with that.
Radiant team pick.
So Nature's Prophets picked up as well from the PaiN Gaming side, so that's going to give them some rat potential. And we saw fucking Mad from the substitution into Alliance play this Nature's Prophet and just try to rat it out, but it just couldn't do it, unfortunately. So we'll see if PaiN Gaming has a better time with that one. So that'll be their offlaner. He could resort to just going to the jungle if anything goes wrong. And I don't know. The Witch Doctor to synergize with the Void, as well as the Dream Coil. Lots of just holding there. The Puck Dream Coil is going to stun them up, keep them from breaking the tether, and then just drop that Death Ward, man. Witch Doctor could just go to town. So, I already like the combination, the synergy from Complexity's lineup. I'm still interested in what the hell is going to be the mid or the other core for the PaiN Gaming side. Ember Spirit could go in this tri-lane with the Coddle. He won't have to worry about too much mana problems with the Searing Chain, Spam Out, and Sleight of Fist too. They banned away the Bat Rider, so that would have been a pretty big offlaner for Limp. And another thing, this is really interesting to me, is how the priorities stack up from watching Chinese games, watching Korean games, and watching like European and North American games. Because the Bat Rider would have been a first priority ban from the Chinese side, which is what we saw just about all last night, or all this morning, 3 a.m., whatever time it was for you then, 3 a.m. PST for me, but it was rather interesting. So they're gonna go for the Siren, actually. Whoa. Okay, so interesting. They're gonna look to try to bring this ultra late game. Get the Naga 6 slotted, go for maybe a 7 or 8 slot, but that's gonna require a lot of farming. And that'll be the mid Ember signaled from that. Naga Siren 2 with Coddle. When you have infinite mana, you don't have to worry about the mana for your illusions, you don't have to worry about the mana for your Riptide. And I'm excited. This is shaping up to be a really interesting draft that Coddle can help everybody out with it. Help out with Fissures, help out with Ember Spirit spam, and help out with Naga, just farming up a Storm. Just kind of follow her around the jungle just a bit, keep giving her mana for illusions, keep giving her mana to Riptide, and just AoE clear up these jungles. And one of the more so unknown factor is Waga. How is his communication working out? I know he played TA and absolutely stomped one of the games he played with Complexity. So I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him TA and Limp just played an offlane Puck. This is going to be interesting. What are they going to run off their roster with? TA. All right, so I called it correctly. I'm good at this. And we're going to see Wagamama playing his ever so potent Templar Assassin. And we're going to look at that set too, because it's a very pretty set, I've got to say. Let's put this back on. Boom. Overlay SLTV. Ready to go. I'm EGAD. I'll be casting for you guys here on Beyond the Summit. I'm at EGADcast on Twitter. Hope you enjoy the casting. We're going to be in for a nice show. As 40R gets to play the Naga Siren, Grunt XD will be the Prophet. We'll just cover who's playing what once we get into the game. The PaiN Gaming side, their computers are a little slow at times, as why the first lobby dropped out, unfortunately, because they couldn't connect in. But we should be good to go now, and we'll head on into this game. Already, the Coddle pick kind of sticks out, as it should. Coddle is really, really interesting. The mana leak is a big factor in this matchup, too. Can drain out the TA's mana, try to keep her from getting the refractions up if she's chasing down into somebody as well. And all right, we're good, we're in. Let's look over to the rosters. So Swindle Melons wants the mid lane for the Complexity side. We'll be taking your Faceless Void into the safe lane. Wagamama, or Waga Gaming, as he wants to be called here in game, will be playing the TA in the mid lane, and he's customized his set so many times that he's finally found a nice medium with all the items to look pretty. Yeah, look at that. That's such a nice set. But let's see. Swindles will be playing the core. We got Moomeander on your support Witch Doctor. Limp will be taking your offlane Puck. Z-Freak will be playing the Ogre Magai in the safe lane role. Baga from PaiN Gaming will be supporting it up with the Earthshaker. King RD will be the safe lane Ember Spirit. And that means that this is going to be 4DR in the mid Naga Siren. And then VSW, I feel like he also could be jungling here. Viva Brazil. Unfortunately, it's not our Pastor... our Pastor Smash. I heard PaiN Dota 1, shout out to Brazil. Baga Gaming. Showing out that he's a fan of the Brazilian scene. Grant XD will round off the PaiN Gaming lineup here on the offlane Prophet. And I kind of want to just follow around VSW and see what he wants to do. He could stack the camps, just keep illuminating and farming off that. Just try to get an early ag set there. Just try to get the consistent ultimate up. So we'll have to see. And it looks like it'll be a try versus try too. Oh wait, no. Okay, they're rotating back down. Never mind. I thought they were going to put Limp in a safe lane try and just combat the Ember Spirit Earthshaker combo, but that would be pretty rough to deal with. Either way. And for some reason, my mouse keeps flying off the screen, but it's okay. Z-Freak, he started with Mana Leak. VSW, excuse me, started with Mana Leak. And Z-Freak just kind of just stands there and like, is okay? Alright, you're not Illuminate spamming, that's good. And that's all VSW has now, and that kind of hurts him a bit. And look at that, just Z-Freak's gonna abuse the fact that he's got boots level 1, and could have kept chasing him down and whacking away with that club. He really wants to stop them from stacking from Limp. So they're gonna kind of go for a roaming support ogre, and go for that like 2-1-2-ish kind of route. They're already looking to go for the stack, and Z-Freak's right here, ready to block. Look at that, no stack for you, PaiN Gaming, and he's already been a nuisance on that two-headed ogre. So no stack, no pulls, and he's gonna help out Limp tremendously by doing that, even sacrificing some of his farm to do so. And let's put up the last sets of denies so we don't forget. Last night we always kept putting them up at around like 2 minutes because I kept forgetting. And we won't forget this time. We'll be good. We'll be a good cameraman. Waga, no slouch when it comes to playing TA. This is his most played hero for sure in the mid lane, and going up against a Naga Siren isn't too bad of a matchup. Just avoids the Riptides and just keep the timing on the refractions crisp. So we'll see him most likely avoid quite a bit. Already some pinks coming out. There was a pull-in to this hard camp. Just going to keep the farm going and keep Limp getting that XP. And they're going to commit to the 2-1-2. So I kind of like this from the side of complexity. Limp and Z-Freak are going to be able to deny VSW from doing the pull camps. He's not even taking a point into Illuminate yet either. Going for level 1 into Mana Leak kind of was interesting. I guess he wanted to abuse the fact that Z-Freak has a really low base mana pool on the Ogre Magi. If they find a position to where they can actually cut him off and force him to run away with Mana Leak active, then that mana pool just kind of disappears in an instant for the poor little Ogre. And we didn't really talk about the bot matchup either. It'll just kind of be the offlaners. Grant XD on the Nation's Prophet. No surprise that he'll be farming pretty well. Can harass out the Void a bit, but you know, Swindle Melons, he's all too familiar with just playing the carry role. He'll be fine. He'll even have some farm from possibly the Treants. And again, Z-Freak just going on in, gonna get Fissure blocked up here. This could force in a rotation from 4DR if he really wants to go in. And there's also gonna be the Sprout coming out from Grant XD. Can he get in range is the question. They're body blocking him, really well done by VSW, but the boots finally coming out through. They Mana League Z-Freak up again. They pop out the Treants to block him in. He gets stunned up just a bit, and that's gonna be first blood for Grant XD with a good rotation in. Really well played by the PaiN Gaming side, and just a little overzealous by Z-Freak. He really wants to get those pull camps warded out, or not warded out, but blocked. And kind of ends up biting him in the butt there, just a bit, as he does give over first blood to PaiN. But I'm sure they're not too worried about that. Just a minor misplay, and it's a big boost in XP too for Grant, as well as a huge influx of gold, which gives him phase boots, level 4 phase boots, man. That's gonna be a bit of a pain for Swindle Melons. who does have a poor man's shield, which helps out a bit, but still, you're getting whacked in the face for about 84 damage. That's not factoring any kind of resistances or anything, but still, it's a fairly high amount. Limp also just gonna get stunned up, and oh, okay, he can jaw it away. The stun isn't that long with level 1 Mana Leak. It's, what is it, 1.5 seconds? Yeah. When it's fully maxed, that's when you have to really worry about the Mana Leak, as 3 seconds is just so dangerous. Limp, in the meantime, does get TP'd on again by Grent. They're gonna stun him up. He uses the phase shift. There's the Searing Chains, and another auto attack from Grent, securing that last hit and kill. So damn, man. Knowing the fact that Limp has no mana, they TP on in. Sprout, all he has enough is for a phase shift. And really just great global pressure from this Nature's Prophet coming out already, and they're going to pressure a tier 1. But Limp, it's a relatively low respawn timer. He's got Z-Freak there too. Doesn't want to lose too much damage on this tier 1. And there's the power of the Coddle. He's going to be able to just keep giving mana back to his respective cores, and he'll keep this push going strong. But then again, there's the worry of, you know, Swindlemelons. He's been quiet. He's going to farm up. And Moon's going to get levels too. But, you know, he's got to get a TP. Maybe join top. No? Okay. Go straight for treads. He'll get a really fast 6 too, which is pretty nice. For a solo void. And in terms of farm right now, man, it's no surprise that second on the net worth is Waga, or second on the farming is Waga, and then Swindlemelons on top. Hatchet and Poor Man's Shield just make for a really happy time for a Faceless Void. He has no trouble last hitting at all. And oh, looks like a bit of a rotation from Z-Freak, and they do end up killing off the Coddle, as I guess he was helping out 4DR just a bit, but they did not see Z-Freak coming on in. So that helps out Waga in the mid. He'll look to go try to side trap up the rune and get it for his bottle. He's getting followed out by this one pesky creep. He's gonna kill it. It's like, no man, I just want to be your friend, man. Don't do it. Alright, so the rune is an invisibility. There's a bounty up top that goes over to Limp. Definitely needs it pretty badly. After dying out in that top lane. 4DR. He went the Bazzi ring too. And he'll just keep bottle crowing. So he's in no definite trouble right now. Baga's gonna look to go into this off lane and just get some XP. But he's gotta be careful. Level 6 for Swindlemelons. He's gotta watch out for the time walk into Chrono. It's 430 HP. That's no problem for a Void to actually bash through if he gets some lucky ones at that. And there's VSW right now. He's just a walking like Clarity Potion. Just gonna go straight forward, just keep giving mana to 4DR, let him riptide as much as possible. And we talked about that in the draft. This is something that's nice about having a Coddle who can roam around. He's went for the 1-1-1 build too, so trying to just be versatile in every aspect. He needs to start getting some XP though, that's for sure. You want to have that level 6 available, you want to be able to relocate somebody into the fight. And yeah. I gotta say that this TP in from Prophet as well as the TP that Coddle can bring to the fight is pretty nice. And it looks like Grant is gonna go for a little bit of a backstab here with that ward. So they're gonna look for rotations and maybe smokes possibly to come up top with this one. Oh, did I? No. Sorry about that. Had to fix the little volume. But Baga's still down here. Level 7 for the Void. If I was him right now, I'd jump in on that Earthshaker. As someone who plays a lot of Earthshaker, I kind of just get really depressed when there's just a Faceless Void on the other team. I'm just like, I'm gonna fissure, and then I get time walked on, and I'm just like, no, what's going on? There is no glyph either, and this tier 1 just falls instantaneously. So Swindlemelons, with the help of Moon Meander on the back, gonna get some of that Voodoo Restoration up and get the first tier 1 of the game. And this is going to be a really relevant threat. It looks like he's going for the Battle Fury route too. So this is going to be one painful Faceless Void. And up top, there's a bit of a dive going on. King RD does get coiled up, and the tower will finish it off with, it looks like Moon Meander coming in too with the Death Ward, picking up a kill on VSW. So it's a 2-for-1, and not all that worth from the side of PaiN Gaming for that dive. There was even the Nature's Wrath to come in from Grant XD, which I believe sniped off the kill. No, it assisted just a little bit. I thought it picked off the kill there, but it was just a bit of extra damage. And gotta say, man, Waga, he's doing pretty well in this lane despite 40R's pressure and the constant mana he's been receiving. He's going to be going for the route of... He's got the Wraith Band and Phase Boots. I don't think a Ring of Aquila would be too significant for him, but we want to see the Blink Dagger, we want to see the Desolator, and that's when he'll start to really hurt. And then a Daedalus too, obviously. Melt Strike, Daedalus crits, pretty much just one-shot people. And with Grant XD going for this Orchid of Malevolence build... Oh, this is the drums. Okay, nice. So he picks up drums, they're going to smoke up, and they're going to go for a quick rotation on in. This ward placed out here by Z-Freak, I believe. Should be, yeah. So Z-Freak placed it out, and they're going to catch Grunt XD off guard. So Fire Blast, boom, dropping the Ignite 2 to slow him down, Refraction charges, and oh, a really good Sprout from Grant is going to keep him alive, and the Side Trap just not in time to get some extra autos in. So well played Self-Sprout by Grant. Moon Meander, he gets spotted out, but the Ember Spirit up top diving, taking down Limp, a really big kill, and here comes Wagamama using that Drums of Endurance to get in a Meld Strike and swiftly just takes down King RD. So a good response, it's a 1-for-1 trade, and gonna go more so in the favor of Complexity, but this tier 1 is just freed up, and they're able to just make their way straight onto it. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Grant XD went for like a secondary item in a Necronomicon. 40R isn't really close to getting a relic either. It's been having a little bit of a tough time finding kills, or mostly just the participation, getting the support, and getting the assists, excuse me. But they should be able to deny this tier 1, yeah. So a good little deny, a good hold, and scaring them away with Swindle Melons is a big thing. Sorry about that little hiccup. Again, this is going to be one really poor Coddle. He's not going to be able to get Ags. Going straight into the Illuminate levels, too. So he's going to guarantee them some wave clear. It'll definitely keep them from pushing off of tier 1s for quite a little while. And it'll guarantee himself some farm. Nice little pickup there. Coddle is definitely one of those heroes that you want to be getting the passive farm that they don't notice. They're like, alright, he's just clearing out wave after wave, just time after time, and then it just comes out of nowhere with a big item like a mech or a Ags, and you're just really wondering what the hell happened. There's a bit of a stack block coming in from those Treants, and they even use a Sentry Ward to D-Ward. And this is a decent stack. This is a fair bit of gold. Those are 2 Granite Golems in the Ancients there. And actually, what did they use to D-Ward that? That's weird. Does he have a gem? No. Huh. Alright, so it looks like they're already going in for some more pressure up top on the Limp. TPing on Grants, he's got that max Treants and just going to be able to take down this tier 1, no problem. King RD's going to zone off. Limp and Waga are going to go in and find Baga. He gets off a Fissure onto 2, but the Nature's Wrath comes in, and Grant XD is dominating with that. It's a 1-for-1 trade and a solo chrono onto this poor Coddle, the old man. He can't get out, and he'll go down. So it's a 2-for-1, but they lose the tier 1, and definitely in the favor of Complexity with that, but the global pressure is there and it's mounting. All tier 1s are almost down. Just this last one left in the bot side. And 40R, it's just more space for him, man. The more space he gets, the better it looks for their late game. 2700 needs 1100 more for that Radiant, or for the Relic at least. So he'll farm the opposing jungle. Looks like someone's getting caught out here in the secret shop. Just managed to get the kill on camera. King RD picking that one up. He's getting a bunch of solo kills right now, which is pretty nice. So he'll back out. Just ping on a Swindle Melons, but oh, well, you gotta be careful there. Grant XD. That's a level 10 Faceless Void. You're only level 8, buddy. So he'll be working towards his Orchids. They might be looking to come in out the Swindle. VSW. Oh, doesn't see him in the trees. They just pass each other. Ooh, scary times for this ballsy, to say the least, Keeper of the Light. So Limp, it looks like he's gonna be their next target, and with no Illusionary Orb, he's gonna jaunt. No, he does not. So he gets stunned up just a bit. There's a TP in from Grant XD, and Face Shift is up. He drops the coil onto 3. This is gonna be a great rotation. That Death Ward is gonna put in so much work. Moon Meander doing it all. Z-Freak as well coming through with a nice rotation. They're gonna be able to pick up 3 kills here for none. That dive went horrifically wrong. Well played by Moon and everybody to come on in, and Limp to stay alive and get a 3-man coil. The Cask as well did a ton of work with that Death Ward. They didn't even need to use Chrono cooldown, but if they had Chrono there, it would have been even flashier looking. And really good rotation in from the side of Complexity. And again, Naga Siren 800 away from his relic. Man, that was absolutely phenomenal to come out. Like, holy crap, those rotations. The TPs in were really, really key there. They could have just let them die and be like, yeah, we'll just save the teleport scrolls, but no, they came in, assisted their buddy. And again, this pick for the Coddle is just pretty risky. If he can't, like I said, find the farm, and someone failed placing a ward there as it was in the turret range. There's a Chronosphere coming out. It looks like Grant XD is going to be the target of this one, and one more auto attack. The time walks in, he sprouts him, hit him. No, he puts him in the rage cage. And Swindlemelons does take him down, no problem. There comes in the back from Z-Freak, is going to be the attempt on a VSW's life. He's got the mana leak, but he's not running, so not losing that mana. He's also getting blocked up. really well played by Baga. It's going to give enough time for King RD to come on in and slide a fist through that kill, and the Illuminate bursting him down just a little bit. It's a 1-for-1, but oh, all right, PaiN come out ahead. Let's actually look at the graph, because that was quite a fair bit of gold just from Grant. I know he was on a big spree, but yeah. So Complexity already in XP, about 8,000 up. Gold-wise, looking to get towards 6, and Complexity with the dominating fashion, man. Moon Meander, he's been quiet. He's farming up his point booster. He's looking for his own ags. Wants to get that chain on the Death Ward. Hit up to 3 heroes, I believe. Is it with the ags? It should be. Oh no, it's 4 bounces with the scepter. I don't really get to see too many witch doctors actually getting a Aghanim scepter all too often. Waga also, he's been farming up just a bit, sitting quiet, sitting back. He's already got his Yasha, so looking for the Manta style. There we go, it's a double click to just follow them around. And this is a sneaky play. If they can beat King RD in, Limp needs to get the coil, but there is a remnant up on the high ground. So they'll try to do what they can. They can't get the silence off in time, and King RD just a little too fast. So well played by King RD, and an almost fancy setup there onto a unsuspecting Ember Spirit. Alright, so we're getting some wards up in the river. Or I thought there were. Yeah, there's one. And, Swindlemelons can't get into the trees. He tries to cut it down with the hatchet, which he does, and that's the great play about that. Blind miss? No. RNG is on your side, Swindlemelons, right now. And as they come on in, there's a charged up Illuminate. Will he backtrack it? No, he will not. So Baga's going to be fighting him down. Pops the Echo Slam on top of it. Where's the rotation in to help his teammate out? Swindlemelons, will he be able to pick up Baga? No, he will not. Gets Sleight of Fisted and chained. And, oh, Baga, what are you doing coming back into that fight? All right, he backs out. He gets out just barely. King RD's on the killing spree. And Baga, man, he's playing with fire. Just barely lucky enough to escape that auto range. And, alright, that one goes in the favor of PaiN. And a big swing of XP, too, since, you know, Swindlemelons had been farming up for quite a while. And the Orchid should be done relatively soon here for Grant. How is your Radiance looking right now? He's got the Relic. 900 more to go until that Radiance is up. Or, excuse me, 700 more. It's 1350 for the recipe. And then we'll see what you can do 40R farming wise. Wagamama though, he's pretty good at dealing with these illusions early. You know, the side blades work out pretty well. And an early gem pickup from DSW. He's gotta be careful with that though. He can get instantaneously blown up by the puck, by TA, by Ogre if he gets a good multicast. And actually, Coddle just kind of dies to everybody on their team. There is nothing Coddle can do against any of these opposing heroes on Complexity side. Which is kind of rough. And oop, they see Waga get that invisibility rune. Where's VSW with his gem? He does have it. And I believe they spotted it out. As it is daytime, and you can see pretty far across the river.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So Waga's not going to really get much traction out of that invisibility rune. Look at this, Swindlemelons, man. He's got the Mask of Madness. He's got his Battle Fury too. This is all sub 20 minutes. He farmed up a Storm right now. And Storm Spirit was actually banned too. So we'll see. He's cut down the trees. He's looking for some kind of jump in, but PaiN Gaming, with some good warding, they've kept themselves safe. They've kept themselves from getting dove with a Chronosphere, and if they defend this tier 1, more than likely, 1 or 2 of them is going to die. So we'll have to see what comes of this, because he was still lurking around. Looks like he won't do it anymore. He gives up. And the Radiance has been shown. The illusions are farming up. And we've seen 40R just completely default to going into the jungle now. And King RD, he's got his Battle Fury too. I've been actually seeing a lot in the competitive scene that Emperor Spirits have been struggling recently. They pick up their drums and they just can't really find any traction to farm their Battle Fury. At least some of the Chinese games have been like that. It's been rough for them as of late. And Swindamelon's still keeping his high ground, keeping his perch and his post, wanting to pick up a quick kill. So Lib has his Blink Dagger too. He's found himself some gold, and that's a big initiation tool for them. If they can get this coil. Oh, Baga spotting them off on the high ground. Gonna block him with the fissure. No song, nothing to initiate fully on in. Searing Chains do connect on the limp as well as that net, but it looks like 40R. Oh, wait. Whoa. King RD, what are you doing? He's wary of that fight. He does not want to go into that right now. Unknowing of exactly how many members from Complexity are there. Don't want to risk it. That is for sure. Look at those side blade damages. Holy crap. Blinking forward. Oh my god. Song of the Siren's going to be forced out here. 40R, can you TP away? Is there anything to help? He's going to set up the Echo Slam, but a nice Death Ward right outside of the range. The Song of the Siren does not cancel out in time for that Max Illuminate to heal. So, well played by Complexity to zone them away. The Death Ward placement too by Moon Meander, man. The hero of that fight. Had Moon Meander not been there, that would have been a straight setup for the Echo. But coming out there with a dive, the Wagamama's going to pick up that one, get the gem as well. There's a Chronosphere onto 40R, or to King RD, excuse me. As they go forward, he's silenced up. He can't really get away. He's going to drop the Remnant, but just too much damage coming in from Waga. That Meld Strike crit, way too strong. And that's just a quick 2-0, and he picks up a Desolator now too. 20-minute Deso, man. Waga, he looks like he's fitting in pretty well with this team, but also maybe PaiN Gaming should have just banned out TA. And now that frees up Complexity to just go straight onto the Roshan pit if they really want to. They have the gem to counter ward, which I believe Moon picked up. No? Waga has it. Waga has it, okay. And they'll give this Aegis over to Waga right now. There's no song for another minute, so they shouldn't be feeling too scared. But TPs are coming out. And maybe they can hold this. Let's see. It's gonna be a Max Illuminate. Never mind. Just kidding. I lied. So that Roshan fell really, really fast. And Waga will pick up the Aegis. And Grant XD, what you expect from a Prophet to just keep on ratting it away, but he's not that farmed anymore. He's 4-3-1, which is nice. He had those good early kills, but it looks like they've finally been able to just completely shut him down. And Limp is waiting to blink on in. He's got 1 second on that. He'll go with it when it's up. Catches him running away, get the silence, drop the coil as well. He's going to jaunt to the orb, and there's the coil. So now Grant sprouting up. He's going to try to TP away. Wow, well played. No, he died to the tether. Are you kidding me? It follows you through the TP. That sucks. Oh man, that's one for the like Dota Cinema blooper reels or something. That's actually hilarious. Oh man, it counts as you breaking the chain, even if you TP away. And I guess he thought he would be able to survive, or maybe thought he would regen enough, but it's a level 2 coil, so breaking it deals 150 damage. He had about 120 health. Oh man, that is so unfortunate. Poor guy. The Aghanim Scepter too was picked up here by Moon Meander. Swindamelons. Oh, he didn't see VSW? Really? Normally that would just symbolize that he's just going to instantly jump on him and just try to take out the Coddle, no problem. Abuse the old man while he's down. Swindamelons, at this point, really has no problem just like 2v1ing with the Chronosphere up. Level 16, level 3 Chrono. He's got almost the makings of his BKB with his Ogre Club. And looks like Moon Meander's directing his team towards the top side to try to get this tier 1 tower. It is relatively damaged. What I thought was going to be a Manta style from Waga turns into a Deso, and we gotta be really afraid of this TA right now. The synergy that brings with the team is absolutely phenomenal. The armor reduction just makes Swindamelons even stronger. He's got a full BKB at 23 minutes, and that's gonna be tough. He's gonna leap forward. No, he's just using the Mask of Madness. They really want to make this gank happen on a Swindle. No backtrack for him. He's going to jump forward. Does not get chained up. There's the blind coming out as well. They're going to drain his mana just a bit. Stun him up with the chains on top of it. And going in with the Remnants. Oh no, that's unfortunate. King RD put down the Remnant inside of the Chrono and goes back into it. But can he survive? Yes, he can. And coming out from the back is Limp, though, to guarantee that kill. He'll jaunt away and get out of there. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, but definitely PaiN should be picking up a fair chunk of change with that. Yes, they do. And VSW getting the kill as well. Definitely much needed, but... Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. That's Moon Meander coming in with a Death Ward. They do pick up a double kill. And who did they kill off? They killed off Grent. Meanwhile, Waga and Z-Freak, they've been doing their own thing. The Bloodlust up Waga, and he just stands on high ground with Refraction, and he takes no damage. And 4DR, I haven't really seen much of him as of late. He's been farming up those Boots of Travels. He's got a Yasha looking for his Manta. And if he stays here, this is pretty dangerous. He needs just a little bit more mana to try to TP on out. Or he can just turn on to Limp. He does a butt ton of damage with that Radiance. And he'll just TP out right in front of him. With the coil down, yeah, there you go. Not going to die to attend at that time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Puck has the Yules now too, so even more of an initiation tool. And or just more survivability for this little fairy dragon. And Swindle again. Despite that one death he suffered there, doesn't look like he's too afraid. He can just go forward. Look at that. Just drop a Chronosphere. What can the old man do? He's already slow enough. Just beat him in the face. Beating a horse while he's down. I don't know. I was trying to think of a witty little horse pun there, but couldn't really come up with it. Trying to beat a dead horse or something like that. King RD, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? That's just a little too aggressive there. Gets slowed up by the trap. Another trap will come on out. Slow him up again, and okay. Let's follow this auto attack as it goes all the way to King RD. Because you don't just join auto attacks when you Remnant. Boop. Look at that, 300 damage from one. They're using fissures as well to zone away these waves and keep back Swindle Melons for a bit, but there's only so much they can do. They spot out Limp here with the Sprout. They should be able to. No? Alright, so he'll just get away, no problem. No Urban Jaunt. TPing back towards mid. They gotta be mindful, Z-Freak on the high ground, no multicast, but they will slow him down with the Ignite, and there's a three times actually on the Ignite there. And they cannot deny this just yet, but that's an Aegis relatively not put to too much use. They got a really good push up top for the tier 2 and the tier 1, but not getting much out of it. They put a lot of pressure on with it, which is nice and all. Getting that push out is phenomenal, and Waga found amazing farm, but you know, you would expect them to be able to push up high ground, and not so much this time. Pings are out. They even use the Yules on the illusion. And this is the pressure that 4DR can bring with that Naga Siren. Oh, Grent, do you have Orchids? Yes, he does. Oh, I missed it. No, it's just VSW dying again, though. Just solo Chronos, man. He doesn't care anymore. He just wants to get the kills. He's bloodthirsty at this point. Orbs to spot out Grens. Going in forward. He drops the Orchids. This is going to be a battle to the death here. Dropping the tree on the top of it, but the Yules is going to be able to save him from that pop there of the Orchids. And just coming straight out from the back, Wagamama, Melt Strike, and Refraction damage just too much. Grant has a total of, I believe, like 1100 HP. So this is no problem for Waga to tear through. And he's going to go on it again. Even uses BKB this time. He's just using all the high cooldowns to try to chase up these kills. One more second on his Mask of Madness, and he can chase down Baga. Boom, boom, and boom. Smack him with the stick. And VSW is going to look to just feed him maybe another kill. Let's see. Shows himself. Drops the mana leak. He'll stand still instead. Up top, though, King RD has run into Waga. He's trying to get this kill. He's going to drop the Remnants, and neither of these guys can really fight them right now. Even with the DD on 4DR, going to drop the coil as well. It's only a one-man coil. He's going to try to stay alive, but Z-Freak from the back gets the Fire Blast. They're going to go in towards this TP, and oh, it's a self-Yules come out from Limp. And they find Moon Meander in mid. They drain all of his mana. Illuminate comes out as well, but Swindle Melons is here to save the day. The Death Ward's going to get channeled. Look at it bouncing. Oh, so much damage. Dominating for both Moon and Swindle. And man, 23-9. This is looking like a bit of a stomp. Battle Fury as well out there for Swindle, and makings of more than likely a Daedalus to come out here, which is it? Oh no, it's an MKB. Never mind. So looking forward that no more mischance and mini bashes. Top time lock, and the mini bash is looking pretty damn good. 28 minutes, 4 items. Son Mullins has to be feeling pretty good about himself right now. Playing the offlane Void. Or I guess you could say he had some help of the Witch Doctor in Moon. But Limp is going to initiate again, and that's the pause coming out as it looks like Krent did DC. Tactical pauses. Just kidding. But yeah, this is looking like a pretty hard game. We can have time to look at the graph. Ready? Boom. 20,000 plus at 29 minutes, and 30,000 plus XP at 29 minutes. So keeping the rate of about 1,000 gold and XP up a minute, which is working out, I gotta say, pretty well. Complexity had a decent draft here. The first pick on the Coddle kind of just really didn't work out. And sorry about this, there's important text. So there we go, all done. Had to handle business. And the pause, maybe it's rage, maybe it's just unfortunate internet issue. But I don't think there's any saving King RD right now. It doesn't look very likely that King RD is going to be able to survive here. Everybody's coming in from the side. Waga's bloodlusted. That's Deso as well. He's got 4K in the bank. Swindle can time walk in, even drop a chrono from about max range if he wants to. Try to guarantee this kill even more so. Mumander, he was put fairly low from that last fight. So he'll go back and heal. And he's got his own BKB too. Like this is looking like it's just gonna be a nail in the coffin. I mean, 40R can farm up as much as he wants, but he's not gonna be tanky enough to survive right now. He doesn't have his heart, he doesn't have his Manta fully completed. I mean, this is a tough game to actually come back from. By all means, if PaiN can do it, go for it. And there's the reconnect in. So let's see what happens. Looks like they're good to go. And does he even have a remnant to go to is my question. No, those are all not remnants. He'll go down and, oop, okay, never mind. He's good to go. Tactical pause working. He had the remnant in the base. I didn't even notice. Song of the Siren comes out. Swindle Melons is going to be stuck up here, but they have no problem joining him in the fight if it doesn't erupt. But it looks like Swindle will just walk out of the base, even backtracking those tower shots. He almost backtracked all three. Alright. Naga Siren Illusion's doing quite a bit of work to Z-Freak, so he's going to be a bit careful there. And now there's a BKB up on Waga too, so that makes 3 BKBs available for the side of Cole, and that should just signify they should go straight high ground. That's going to be an 8-second, but I believe Moon's still 10 and Waga should be 10 as well, with how fresh it is that he picked it up. And that was a really long respawn timer too on the Roshan, so they really haven't had the opportunity to go get that. And Waga's just hunting these illusions. Really wants to stop 40R from keeping these lanes pushed out, which is one thing I have to give him credit for. He's been able to keep the lanes pushed out. He's been able to keep pressure mounted on the jungle, and he's been able to force some reaction to his split pushing actions. And with the Manta, it's going to only become a little bit more annoying, to say the least. And with Roshan up in 10 seconds, this should be a free Aegis for complexity, unless something goes horrifically wrong. And they even dropped the ward over the side of the wall. VSW, man. Another solo chrono from Swindle Melons? Is he going to do it? No, he's not. Definitely needs it for the next fight. As funny as it would be, they find King RD. He has a remnant, but it's right next to them, so he can't do anything about it. Limp's on a mega kill streak, and I mean, he can't afford to be dying like this. Definitely cannot afford to be dying like this. So Swindle will go in. He has no problem soloing with his items up, and if anything, he's gonna barely take any damage. Mini bashes. Roshan's like, I'm gonna bash you in the face too. Stop bashing me, man. But at the end of the day, This is Complexity's game to lose, if anything. So, a couple more seconds till Swindle has himself a fresh, juicy Aegis. And, I mean, this is going to be pretty bad. Oh, looks like they ended up finding the Coddle again. Rest in peace, old man. Auto attacks. He tries to deny himself to the golems, but it's not enough. And Aegis over to Waga instead. Alright, Swindle doesn't need it. He ain't need none of that. He don't need no extra life. Trying to boost some of Waga's stats with these TA. 404, given Aegis, so he won't die. And even if he does, he just comes back. Baga, he's getting close to his Blink Dagger, which would be pretty nice for initiations, but I think with all these BKBs, it really just doesn't matter. So, we'll have to see. Illusion's going to put some work in onto the tier 1s, tier 3s, excuse me. And Waga's just going to threaten high ground. I mean, what can they do against him? Refraction's really strong there to keep him bloodlusted up. The Radiance does burn for quite a bit, and that was a crit from King RD, so the Crystallo's paying off just a bit there, and Swindle just keeps leading the charge. I mean, this tier 3 is just forfeit, I believe. I mean, they don't want to waste the fact that Waga has an Aegis, so they don't want to waste it in a situation like that where it's just a freely given Aegis over. And they also have Song too. Song of the Siren's going to be a big tool for the set of PaiN to hold these high ground pushes. I mean, this is tough, man. PaiN have such a long road ahead of them if they want to come back. If they manage this comeback, I will eat a penny that's on my desk. And there are quite a few pennies here, so we'll see. 4DR, he's keeping the lanes pushed out. I really love that he's still doing that. It's keeping Complexity split up just a bit, and this allows for more cash potential possibly from PaiN. But I'm speaking highly optimistically here. I mean, if they find some kind of catch, that'd be amazing. But the chances are pretty grim. And King RD, oh, blink, silence? No, okay. So fast with the Remnant Fingers, he's able to get out. Again, very dangerous for him. And they might try to catch out Z-Freak here. Oh, illusions? Oh, alright. Swindle Melons, gonna find RD. Oh, he drops the Chronosphere to him too. Look at that damage coming out. Holy crap. 300 damage a swing, 400 with a bash in the Chrono. God damn. And Grunt XD will finally kill on Z-Freak, so they trade 1-for-1. Oh, wait a minute. The old man dying again. Gets just completely dove up by Waga. He's not afraid of 4DR. This tier 3 is going down, and most likely the racks too. Baga comes through, looking for a fissure stun up, but no, there's the BKB. He does block him off, really well placed by Baga. And there's also the backdoor regeneration stopping them from completely taking this right now. There's Moon Meander with his fresh BKB going in, trying to decide what he's going to use the cast on. Does find 4DR, going to channel that Death Ward as well, but it doesn't matter. It won't be enough to kill 4DR, and this mid-back's going to go down. There's the Echo Slam, actually. A little misguided, but he'll get bash locked, and that's it for him. Waga stuck in the trees saying, get me out of here, but Swindle Melons just jumps forward and picks up the kill on Grent, and I would only assume that that's going to be game, and or just Megas flat out. I don't see what PaiN can do here. So it's going to be the second set of racks going down. Even Limp going forward, showing that he's not afraid of the old man. But Limp may pay with his life, which he does, and that's a gem drop, which is pretty big. Got a good coil to delay them from stopping the push any further, but the racks already fell. And I mean, this should just be it. Waga still has the Aegis onto himself, killing him. Not really the best option, but I mean, at this point, PaiN want to get something out of this. And Waga, there you go. Finally, the Aegis expires. Coming forward, Swindle Melons has that Battle Fury. Look at him just cleaving them down. Boom, boom, one more. Monster kill, mega kill streak. Looking for 4DR. Mini bash, bam. And the Fissure helps out just a bit. 4DR is going to go down. And GG is called. PaiN Gaming. Tough game. Tough game for this one indeed. So, there's the GG. So I am EGAD, or at EGADcast on Twitter. I'm casting here for Beyond the Summit, as well as for the Starladder Season 11, NA side of this stuff. The next game is going to be PaiN versus Wheel, and we'll have that to look forward. That's the only two matches I'm casting today, though. So if you enjoyed the cast, have any kind of critique or anything like that, by all means, just tweet it at me. I do read it all, and I'm always looking to improve. So hope you guys enjoyed the cast for this game. Complexity Gaming come out ahead against PaiN, and we'll see what the next match is going to be up for PaiN. I mean, against Wheel, that's going to be a tough cookie for them to crack. Wheel have been showing quite a lot of good games themselves. So we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, the game will be ready for you guys. So sit tight, enjoy the music, and I'll see you soon. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Haha!